Hey everyone, this is Her Capricorn. Today I want to discuss just a few things that someone can do to just make a Capricorn lose interest. These things will definitely pertain to a lot of Capricorns and the relationships that we have with people that essentially end. No one goes into a relationship just expecting it to dismantle or for things to just fall apart. But we're all human, and naturally, there are things that people can do to just make us want to walk away and lose interest and just give up. And I must say, Capricorns don't like giving up easily. We don't like giving up on things that we deem as important. So if you have done any of these things and you notice that your Capricorn is losing interest, there's always an opportunity to change things around. Okay, so the first thing that someone can do to a Capricorn that will make us lose interest is, of course, not showing enough consistency. Consistency is definitely a part of a Capricorn's vocabulary, and it is definitely something that is important to us. And not being consistent, as we all know, is one of the fastest ways for a Capricorn to lose interest in really anything. We really don't like wasting our time with things, and so when we see that you are not showing enough interest just to be consistent, and really just not showing enough respect for a Capricorn when it comes to respecting our time or the energy that we are putting into the relationship, that is really going to irk a Capricorn and it's going to make us lose interest. We definitely want to see the effort when it comes to building something meaningful with someone. We want that person to want to do things and not always feel like they have to do things. We want to see them consistently working and building just as much as we are trying to do if you are going to remain in our lives. We definitely don't want to see you slacking or taking advantage of the time and attention that we are willing to give you. Capricorns are never going to leave you high and dry when it comes to getting things done or being consistent ourselves. And so naturally, we just expect the same from anyone who is in our space. So consistency is definitely important when you are trying to win a Capricorn over, when you want a Capricorn to stay in your life, and when you want to build something long term. So these are the major reasons why consistency will always be important to a Capricorn. And if you are not showing it to us, that may be a reason why a Capricorn will lose interest. And the next reason why a Capricorn may have lost interest will definitely be the fact that you are not communicating enough. When you are in any type of relationship, you want to feel that closeness and that deep connection. We all want to have that person who we know we can talk to at the end of the day, who isn't going to sugarcoat things or just tell us little things that are going to make us feel good in the moment. And we also don't want to be with someone who has forced communication with us. That is definitely a no-no with a Capricorn. That is definitely not the type of energy or the space that we ever want to be in with somebody who we are trying to build something meaningful with. That's never going to build a proper bond, and that is not the type of relationship that a Capricorn will want in our life. How is a healthy, happy relationship going to be achieved without proper communication? I mean, honestly, that is never going to work. That is never going to leave a Capricorn happy. And honestly, it might not even leave you happy. So it's just best, if you want a Capricorn in your life, to be open to communication, be open to honesty, and be ready to have those conversations with a Capricorn, even if they may be tough, even if they may be uncomfortable. Be willing to have those conversations. And if you are not mature enough to do this, then Capricorns will definitely lose interest in whatever you are trying to build with us. And the next reason why a Capricorn may lose interest is the fact that we feel like we cannot trust you. Trust, communication, consistency are all important parts of any thriving relationship that you are going to have in your life and with a Capricorn in general. And if a Capricorn feels like we cannot trust you, then there's honestly nothing to fight for. And at that point, there's really no relationship to salvage. Capricorns want to know at the end of the day that we are surrounding ourselves by people who can be depended upon and people who are always going to come through for us. And if you tell a Capricorn that you are going to do something, you better follow through. We are definitely watching you just to see if your actions are matching up with the words that you tell us. We don't want to hear those sweet nothings. We don't want to hear empty promises. That is not how a Capricorn operates. We definitely want to know the truth. We need the relationship that we have with you to be straightforward. And honestly, we will not accept anything less. Nothing is worse than thinking you can depend on someone and then they let you down. They don't come through. You really, at the end of the day, cannot trust them. That is not the type of relationship that a Capricorn will ever want to build with anyone. And you shouldn't want to build that type of relationship either. That is definitely something that will simply never be tolerated by a Capricorn. And it is something that will make us lose interest extremely fast. Capricorns want to see that you care. We want to know that you are going to not take advantage of us or not show us the same respect and attention that we give you. And so by doing little things that you say you're going to do or not changing up with the wind is definitely going to win you a lot of brownie points with a Capricorn. Because ultimately, we definitely just want to know that you are in it for the long haul and that you're not going to be flighty and that you're not going to up and leave the first opportunity that you get. No, Capricorns are not sitting around waiting for the worst. We want to know upfront what we are getting. We want to know the type of person that we are getting. This is why our guard remains up for quite a long time. There's really no time limit on how long a Capricorn will have our guard up. And not being able to trust people or being scared to open up to people because they let us down is definitely one of the reasons why. And being trustworthy to me definitely ties into being consistent, because that is essentially what a relationship is built on. It's built on that trust and that bond and that consistency, just knowing that you can depend on somebody, knowing that they are going to be a vital part of your life. And that is what Capricorn wants to build any relationship that we have on, whether it's romantic, friendship, or family. Ultimately, we just want to know that we can trust you and that you are going to be a consistent part of our life. And the last reason why a Capricorn may have lost interest is because you are not showing any interest. If you are interested in a Capricorn, you better show it. We are not good at guessing games or beating around the bush or wondering if somebody is actually interested in us, because that will just make us lose interest, because at the end of the day, we really don't have the energy or the time for that. So if you are interested in a Capricorn, be upfront and let us know. Or let's go back to what we just talked about. Be consistent and trustworthy. And that will show a Capricorn that you are interested as well. You better show up and show out when it comes to a Capricorn, because we will always do the same for you as well. So don't BS us. Always be straightforward and show us that you're interested in us. If you are not showing enough interest in a Capricorn, we will start to pull away, and eventually we will honestly just disappear out of your life altogether. So if a relationship is what you want with a Capricorn, let it be known. All right, so down below, as a Capricorn, what are some things that make you lose interest in someone? And if you are not a Capricorn watching this video, I also want to know what makes you lose interest in someone. I really want to hear what you guys have to say down below. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more videos, and you'll be sure to hear from me soon. All right, bye-bye.